Chapter 16. To Rama. In the 12 days following the fast, Gandhi was very happy, and he soon felt ready to go to Pakistan. Plans were made for him to travel there at the beginning of February. Gandhi was now 78 years old, but his mind was still quick and brilliant, and he had no problem working long, hard days. India now loved him more than ever. Around the world, too, people could see that Gandhi was a great and special leader and an extraordinary man. But on the 20th of January, 1948, someone threw a bomb at Birla House. A prayer meeting was going on when the bomb went off, and people were very frightened. But no one was injured, and Gandhi, not knowing until later what had happened, was not worried. Friday, the 30th of January, began like any other day for Gandhi. He got up at 3:30 in the morning, said his prayers, and then worked on a speech for a Congress meeting. He had a bath and some breakfast, and then slept for a short time. He talked with Delhi's Muslim leaders, and in the afternoon lay in the sun while the newspapers were read to him. He saw visitors, did some spinning, and after dinner he left for his prayer meeting a little later than usual. As he walked to the prayer meeting, he had on each side of him one of his younger cousins. He walked with an arm on each girl's shoulder, as he often did. When the three of them arrived at the prayer meeting, a man moved towards Gandhi. Gandhi's cousin thought the man wanted to kiss Gandhi's feet, and she asked him to move away because they were already late. But the man pushed her away, pulled out a gun, and shot Gandhi 3 times. "Hey, Rama!" "Oh God," Gandhi said quietly as he fell to the ground. Gandhi was carried to Birla House, and a doctor came after just 10 minutes, but he was already dead. Gandhi's followers and friends could not believe what had happened, and they sat next to his body, crying. Then Prime Minister Nehru arrived. He hid his face in Gandhi's blood-covered clothes and cried like a child. Later, on the radio, he spoke to the Indian people. "The light has gone out of our lives," he said, "and there is darkness everywhere. The leader we loved, Bapu as we called him, is no more." The man who shot Gandhi, Nathuram Godse, hated non-violence and the charkha. He thought that Gandhi had made India and Hindu society weak. He was executed, killed for his crime, against the wishes of Gandhi's sons Manilal and Ramdas. Around the world, people shared in the deep sadness of India at the loss of the great leader the country had loved so much. On the 31st of January 1948, Gandhi's body was washed, covered in flowers, and taken away for cremation. 1.5 million people marched to the cremation ground, and another million watched as Bapu was taken past. 2 weeks later, following Hindu tradition, Gandhi's ashes were taken to Allahabad by train. At every station, hundreds of thousands of people came to say goodbye to their Mahatma, praying and throwing flowers onto the train. And when at last his ashes were set free in the holy Ganges and Jamna rivers, thousands more went into the water to be close to their great leader for the last time. A year after the Mahatma's death, the Indian government set up the Gandhi Peace Prize, which in the year 2000 was given to Nelson Mandela. Mandela had campaigned to win freedom for black people in South Africa, the country where Satyagraha had first begun. Today, Gandhi is remembered every year with a national holiday, Gandhi Jayanti, on the day of his birthday. He was not a political or religious leader, but he had an extraordinary power to make people follow him. He showed that non-violence was a great and strong force for change, and his ideas about Satyagraha have been used by others fighting for freedom around the world. Gandhi gave his life to help the people of India. He lived in love, peace, and truth, and his beliefs still continue to change people's lives.